What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Queen Sugar Season 4, Episode 8, All the Borders. I appreciate y'all patience and y'all, waiting on my black ass to come on camera and talk about this stuff here. This is probably going to be more of a review than a recap because I didn't take notes while I was watching the show. All my notes I took was after the show was over. My hands are dry, baby. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. As y'all can see, I combed out my damn hair finally. I finally put the dye in it. I see I missed a few spots. I don't want no brown showing up. I wanted it to be black. But yeah, it'd probably be flat iron in the morning. Anyhow, Charley can't seem to win. Charley cannot seem to win. St. Joe is a cancerous place to me. It's like it's a cancer that she has infected her own self with. She don't know how to heal. She don't know how to heal herself from it or even realize that she need to be healed. The cancer is just festering and it's growing all in her and around her, and she keeps taking little pieces of it from other people, and it settles into her own blood like a transfusion with a septic site of blood. It's killing her slowly. But with every breath and fiber in her body, she keep trying to cure the cancer that is St. Joe. Oh, we don't want to call St. Joe the cancer, maybe, just a cancerous vibe, a cancerous feeling around that town, around that community, around that damn family. But they don't, the community, they don't want to say themselves. They do not want to say every inch of life that she has held in hopes them, try to help them get back little pieces of what they've lost. Everything she tried to get them to hold on to really don't fucking matter to them in the long run, it seems to me. Because if she can just keep their life support going a little bit, they all happy and fine with Charley. But let one little flat line show up, she cold for a second, anything, then they bail on her. They bail on her. They don't want no parts of her. Damn if they try to help themselves. They don't give a damn about helping themselves or even helping her for real in that matter. The community don't stand behind Charley. Matter of fact, they do stand behind her. They stand behind her and watch her do every fucking thing for them. They don't want no parts of it. She out here trying to bail water out of a sinking ass ship because it's filled with holes in the bottom of it. In the community of St. Joe, they just happy to be sailing along on Charley's boat as she steers the ship. She making sure they fed, they healthy, they prospering, they reaping the rewards of all her fucking hard work. And they don't give not one single damn to help her lift the fucking bucket to get the water out the ship themselves or even try to patch up a god doggone hole. That's how I feel about the community of St. Joe. I would say fuck them, Charley. That's what basically I would say. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to help people, you just don't want to abandon your people, but fuck, they don't abandon themselves. How long, girl? How long you gonna keep putting yourself into this long suffering for this community who don't want to fight for their damn selves? How long? How long? Anyway, she stayed fighting for their asses and ship going down, and she trying to stock it the best way she can, rebuild it. While the water coming in, it's ain't got a hammer in this hand and a bucket in this hand taking the water out. She doing all that at the same time just so these motherfuckers get back on and enjoy the damn ride. Charley love that town more than they love themselves. She really do. Ooh, they would turn their backs on her with the quickness. Ugh. In this episode, we see a lot of togetherness, a lot of gain, a lot of loss, a lot of division. Let's say I'm gonna briefly go through this. I may recap it. I ain't sure because I see if I can remember it in order. Kiki came back to Michael. She over whatever the hurt feelings was because she thought that he was hurt. So all she could think about was he okay? Was he okay? She realized that she loved him. So now Kiki and Michael are back on good terms. Nova came home off the tour, came back to her family. We said it was gonna be a tragedy to bring Nova back. Calvin came to Nova's side, the tragic book brought Calvin back to Nova. Deja, she there for Ralph Angel. All his tragedy is bringing him closer and closer. Darla was even there for Ralph Angel. Hollywood came back for Vi. Now, however, Charley lost her meal in the fire. Darla realizes that she really ain't got Ralph. She kind of lost him, it may seem. Charley loses Romero, and Kiki may lose her virginity soon. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of loss and gain in this damn episode of as well. Ralph Angel, he loses his program for right now. The workers that he had on the farm, they gonna lose their fucking job. Charley kind of loses the support of St. Joe again. These bastards walk on out on her again. And Nova believes she lost her family. That's it. That's the whole episode. We can walk away right now. We can get up, walk away right now. But I think in this episode or this season, they are trying to get us to feel like Nova should be the model for which we should live our lives as Black people. Expose the secrets, unveil the truth, no matter what the cost is, no matter who it hurts. Yes, you will lose, but you will gain so much in the end. That's what I think they want us to walk away from this season with. Because, like, look at everybody else. Look who everybody else who ain't confronting their secrets and their demons. They have a never-ending cycle of loss just repetitively coming on. And look at Nova. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? I will show you the way. Yeah. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. We start off with Charley, her and Micah. They sitting outside the burning mill. Romero stands behind her, puts his hand on her shoulder, offer her his comfort. You know, Kiki, like I said, she run up to Micah, scared for his safety. You know, he's fine. He's been there with his mama all night long. The firefighters, they leave out from a very unstable building. Nova comes up to the family. Ralph Angel sitting there next to Charley. I heard her say, I came as soon as I could. Ralph Angel and Charley look at each other like, how the fuck, where you come from? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And Michael say, I called her. She is family, isn't she? It was almost like he was asking the question instead of making a statement. Instead of saying she's family, he's asking, she is still family, right? You know what I'm saying? But they look at each other like, yeah, I'm still mad at you. But we ain't got time to deal with this right now. Let's roll. So Charley and Ralph Angel roll out. They learn, though, before they roll out, that this was no accident. We all knew that. We knew that as well. There were clear signs of arson, and the damage is so extensive, it's not even safe for her to go in and try to salvage anything at this point. Over-advised Prize Pies and Dana, I can't stand that fucking name, Sam Landry slides on through. Vi don't bat an eye. She's sitting there with her little cup of coffee or tea or whatever she's drinking. You know, she's sipping and drinking out of her little cup and everything. Sam Landry come on in, you know, with all his little niceties and hey girl, hey, you know. And she's like, no, I didn't call you over here for no pleasantries. I'm like, you call him? She said, let's cut the bull. Let's cut right to the chase. You done did a lot of backstabbing shit in your lifetime to our family over the centuries. All over centuries. But now you fucking with my family. And you better stop it. You're going too damn far this time, Sam Landry. Now Sam says, Vi, you know me better than that. You know I will never hurt you or your family in a physical way. You know that's not me. You know me better than that. Vi said, let's not even bring up the past. I said, the past? What the fuck you mean, Vi? What kind of past do you have with Sam Landry that lets you know that he will never physically hurt you or your family? What is it? I got a lot of secrets. She got a lot of secrets. But I just want to know what is it? What's the bullshit that's going on with you and Sam Landry? You know, it seems that y'all got a connection that is more than what you've been saying. All this bullshit that's been going on with Charley, and now today you calling in your favor. Your favor for what? What favor are you calling in from Sam Landry? She say, you know what? Call back your dogs. He said, it's not my people. She said, it may not be your people, but it's your kind. Call them back. Okay? You know, come get the fleas. No, get your dogs with the fleas off of us. Get them off. You better get them back. It was almost like she said, or else, you know. And I'm like, or else what, I'm by? You know, what the fuck is it? Are y'all family? Is that the real truth? Is that the real truth? Y'all really family? Was Sam involved with someone in your family? Or was he involved with Trudy when Ernest was off in California making little baby Charley? What's really the tea? I need to know. What is it that you're holding over Sam Landry that you haven't used until now after all the bullshit that he has put your family through? You know, bring them back in. Secure your dogs in the dog houses. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, brought him to a seat, had him sit down real quick. He's like, I'll try, Vi. She said, no, sir. You ain't gonna try. You gonna do it. And then you better go tell Charley what you just told me in the discussion. I was like, well, oh, what the fuck is going on with her? I got a lot to tell. I need to know more. I need to know more. Well, Charley and Rob, they swing over to Frances Boudreaux, you know, Sam Landry's sisters. I just knew when she told Ryder not to make sure that nobody else comes into that damn room at that time, that she was gonna go in there and whoop Frances' ass. Beat her to the pulp. That's what I was expecting Charley to do. I know that's an old lady and you ain't supposed to beat up on senior citizens. But in that moment when she said, make sure that nobody else come in this room, that's exactly what I thought Charley was gonna do. Whoop her assets to the pulp. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they had this long, heated exchange of words, which basically told us that Frances was a racist. I'm not going to repeat that whole conversation. We already knew she was a racist. It was no shocking moment. It was no epiphany. Even when Charley was like, ding, 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 there you are. Charley, girl, how come you didn't know? We been new. Well, Nova swings by the diner where she's not welcome, but Berta ain't there and Vi ain't there or what have you. I saw Ignacio's son in there mopping up the same 3 little squares on the floor the whole time Lowe's visit. I saw that. Prosper, like, come on over here, youngin. Let me talk to you for a second. I got something to say to you about your story that you put in your book about your daddy. Ernest didn't kill nobody. But I saw him burying them. No, what you saw was him burying his pain in any reminder, the bloody shirt, the bloody bat, any reminder that took him back to that dark place that he never wanted to see again. That's what you saw him burying. He's like, true, one of the dudes did come by to the house to pay you a visit to actually cause you harm, and they fought tooth and nail. You know, but Ernest didn't put a nail in his coffin. Matter of fact, he took his ass to the hospital instead once he realized the whooping, the hurting that he had put on that man. He didn't want to be that person. He remembered all his time and training from the war that he could have been a killer. He had to check himself. And for a minute, y'all, I was like, I don't know about this right here. Because when Vi heard the story, like I say, maybe she knew of it as well, it seemed like there was more to it than what Prosper is saying. But then again, it could be that Prosper is suggesting that Ernest went through a really bad bout of PTSD. He got caught in that state of mind that he was still out there in the war. And that is a very troubling time for your loved ones that are around you. If you have somebody that's living through the experience like they are actually in it again. Which is possibly why Ernest wanted to kill himself. Maybe he wanted to commit suicide. So this is one of the problems that I have with Nova and her fucking memoir. I mean, like Darla said, you got stolen memories of other people that you put into this book, and you don't really know the real truth behind it and didn't have any right to share that with the rest of the world. So I don't know if we're going to get more of what Nova said to see if it's going to come out and spill out more truth, spill out contradictory to what she actually said. Well, daughter's watching the news and she see that the mill is burned down, so she calls Rock. No answer. Why that boy ain't called his baby mama back by now? She been calling day after day after day. She been calling. He seen her name on the call ID. She was getting that immediate voicemail, which was a rejected call. I know people's phones can be turned off. I know, but this was a rejected call. And how do I know it's a rejected call? Because Ralph Angel is going through too much bullshit right now. With that farm, with that Benny, with Aunt Vi's diner, with his sister Charley. It's too much going on right now for Rod to turn that fucking phone off. He not that type of person. He not that type of person. Rod was rejecting that motherfucking call. And why was he rejecting it? Because he was with his lady friend. We learned her name is Deja. It's not Deja, it's Deja. Got two E's in it. Deja. Deesha. Deja. Her and Joy, who ain't never fucking around. Joy was supposed to be another character that's supposed to become Blue's best friend this season. That's how they promoted her when they said that she was coming onto the show. My hands are so ashy. Ugh. Okay. But yeah, we ain't seen Joy. She ain't never around. Never around. Like, where is this little girl? And you so estranged from her daddy. Where is she at all the damn time? You so involved in Ralph Angel's life. What about him being involved in yours? Anywho, okay. Well, since Darla didn't get an answer from Ralph Angel, she rushed over. She rushed over. Had tears in her eyes, weary on her face. And he don't bother to ask her what's wrong. I know you with your girl and everything, but he don't even have an inkling of concern of what's wrong with her. I know she said, I'm here to see if you okay. But you can clearly tell something ain't right with her altogether. She's going through some shit with this book too because of your motherfucking sister. She ain't even part of your fucking family. Your sister put her in the daggone book. She's being just as affected. But ain't nobody reaching out to Darla to see how you doing, how you handling everything. Darla keep reaching out for Ra. She always took care of Ra. But when he introduced her, he was like, hey, this is Deja. You know, she's my lawyer friend, helping me out with some stuff with the farm. Deja caught that shit. Like, damn, I'm just a friend. Y'all see the look she gave? Like, okay. And Darla knew better. Darla say this woman who is all wrapped up into him, up underneath his arm, she is more than just a friend. I heard her heart implode inside her chest with that realization. I really did. Well, it's time for Rod to go down in front of the review board. And Deja, she got a strong case built that Benny has been a model citizen since his incarceration. His paroles began. However, the officer has had several cases of misconduct. But even so, what the hell does that have to do with Rod's program is what she's asking him. Well, the Benny situation ain't all that's hindering the program. The burning of the mill is the new problem. It's a loss that Rod may not be able to recover from. He said he had already milled 66% of his sugar before the fire happened. And but what they're looking at is that the fact that if he can't recuperate, if he can't harvest, if he can't work, the workers can't get paid. They have to maintain a 40-hour work week with pay. No work, no pay, no program. And then whoever hit them hard. Burning down that mill hurt not only Charley, but Ra, the farmers too. That mill was impotent, you know. Nova, she over her career. She in a bad way, deservingly so in my opinion. And through it all, she still seems to have no true accountability to me. She talks to Calvin and tells him, well, when I'm mad at them, I still talk to them. They family, you know, they still my family. Sweetie, they not mad at you. They are hurt. And they are hurt from the pain that you have caused them. The pain caused by your inconsideration. Okay, your inaction to confer with your family about the details of that book before you put it out because you didn't care. You still don't fucking care. You still have some righteous indignation about your ass about how that you was doing the right thing by putting everybody else's business out there. You need to expose their secrets in your memoir. You just want them to be happy for you. That's all. Despite it all, you want them to be happy for you. Well, you got Calvin over there kissing your ass and stroking your ego because your family ain't got no time or no patience for it. And I'm so understanding of it right now. What Charley say when she said, we need to get through this. We French now? I know we in Louisiana and it's rich with French culture, but no, ain't no we, sis. You fucked that up. Ain't no we. Well, when Nova broke down at the crib when she was crying into that phone, y'all, I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel a thing. I don't know if it's because the actor couldn't muster up no real fucking tears. They had cut scene and come back to her face. I don't know if y'all caught that shit before a tear actually escaped her eyes because she was really struggling to get that tear out. I didn't feel nothing. I kept saying, "Welp, welp." That's exactly how I felt about that shit. Um, I gave no fucks. I gave no fucks. But as she's trying on the phone, she's trying to get information about this mysterious cousin that she learned about. Micah swings over to give her back her keys, and Calvin had just came through. She's so pleased to introduce Micah to Calvin, and Micah's like, "Hold up, you the cop?" You know? He's like, "Yeah, ex-cop." He said, "Okay." Mm-hmm. Well, Calvin went outside, and Micah's like, "Hold up, hold up, hold up. You okay with this dude? You bringing him back into your life? He's a cop, not just a cop, but a white cop." And she's like, he's not like that. He was one of the good guys. And he's like, "You cannot tell me that motherfucker worked on the force for all these years." He said 17 of them. All these damn years on the force and have not seen one of his co-workers harm a black or brown person. And this is who you're going to welcome to your life. You. Okay, so this made her think, Micah put her on notice and everything. And so later, she called Calvin to the carpet on it. And he said, "I was just scared. I was a coward, which I believe that most cops are. Scared and cowards. Mm-hmm. They know that the brotherhood, the boys in blue, would turn against them with the quickness if they start pulling hoods off their asses. Don't be black too. Don't be black too. These motherfuckers, they get so conditioned, they start acting worse than the original oppressors, just to prove a point, that prove that they part of the game. Honestly, I said fuck Calvin excuse. I really did. His excuse, his reasons, whatever. Fuck you. It gets on my nerves for me to hear a cop leave the force and then all of a sudden get a fucking conscience or backbone of sorts. They got away from their life. They're not part of the corruption no longer. They done worked 5, 10, 15, 20 years of service doing it. Now that they done walked away, they still don't have the courage to actually expose a motherfucker. They don't have that, They don't have the courage to bring up the wrongdoings that they witnessed, the people that they harmed because of that. But there's regular everyday citizens out here dying as a result of that shit. Regular old Joe Smo down the block. This motherfucker out here on the picket line marching and protesting and shit against these injustices. And that's all you can say is, "I quit the force." Fuck you. That's how I feel about Calvin and his excuse. And they assumedly go fuck, Then Kiki tell Micah she ready to talk about fucking. They gonna probably do it at prom. They really jumping the timeline here because she said prom is coming up soon. School just started. And I know y'all can say, timeline probably progressed over this, this season. If the timeline progressed, the sugar mill, they wouldn't be talking about milling. They don't mill year round. The cane, they only mill from August through October. So, I don't know, maybe she just foreshadowing. Is that the right one? Forecasting? She thinking ahead. At prom, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna finally give up my virginity because I love you. Maybe that's what she was doing. Over at Ra, he and Miss Deisha, they screwed too. She never addressed the daughter or the way that he addressed her or introduced her. She was just there for him during his time of need and insecurity, when he needed it the most, and it was a beautiful thing, Later in the night, Darla calls again, and he leaves Deisha's in the bed and finally answers her call. She just checking on him again, making sure he's okay. This time, he takes his time and gives her the attention that she's really craving. Without knowing it, he's also giving her hope. I just wish he had just asked her, "How are you doing?" And like I say, in lieu of that book, he never asked her truly, how she really feels about something and how things are affecting her, especially being the drug addict. But at the same time, I want Darla to not be so dependent on Ralph Angel. I don't want her to be dependent on him to be anything more but Blue's father. That's all I want her to be, whatever. But anyway, earlier Deja tells the family they don't have a legal leg to stand on with the Boudreaux and the Landrys because everything is speculation. They have no sound proof of their involvement. Even the recording that Ralph Angel did of Charlie's conversation earlier with Francis that held no weight. I didn't think it did. There was nothing in it nothing in that whole conversation that implicated them at all. Sam even dropped by to tell Charlie the same thing, but of course she don't believe a word he says. But when Charlie broke down before Sam came, I cried with him. I cried to him. I felt that cancer rush through her frame and it jumped onto me, eating away at her peace of mind. I felt all that shit. And then to top it off, later Romero came by. I knew that migrant workers' death shit was going to come back and bite her in the ass. I said then that she should have told him about it when it was brought up. But one of y'all commented in the comment section that tried to convince me that that wasn't even the same migrant workers. This was two different situations. Charlie hadn't killed nobody. Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't even want to debate with y'all. Anyway, Romero was like, that's you? This is really you? Tell me it's not true. You know what I'm saying? He had a newspaper, though. I thought he was bringing Nova's book. You know, because Nova done told all Charlie business in the fucking book. But he had a newspaper, and Charlie didn't have the energy to make no excuses. She was like, look, I was wrong. I tried to fix my wrongs. But everything I try to fix, like everything else, just keeps getting worse no matter what I do. No matter how hard I try. And he's like, so this is who you really are? This is who you really are? And I'm thinking, Romero, just a few episodes ago, you were saying her past didn't matter. Everybody had one. You only cared about who she was now. But I guess all that shit's gone out the window, huh? And what she feared by not telling you has come to pass. So Charlie says in response to this, in response to, is this who you really are? Yes. She didn't bother to say no. She didn't say, I guess so. She didn't say maybe. Or she didn't say that that's how I used to be. I'm not that person now. Just yes. I have no energy left to try to make you believe otherwise. That's exactly how she feeling right now. He walks out of her home. Maybe out of her life. We don't know. But I'm so sick of Charlie always fucking losing. I'm so sick of her losing. She the main one always stepping in the ring, willing to fight. She taking hits for everything and everybody. And it seems that she truly has nobody in her corner. I kept saying Romero was too good to be true, but damn, at least she had somebody in the corner. She is. Anyway, even her aunt, when Aunt Vi said her prayers tonight, she prayed for God to help her and give her strength and help them get through this. But she gave a specific prayer for Noah, the little stubborn one. She says, but Charlie is the one that's taking hits left and right, getting knocked up, knocked down, sideways. I'm just saying, who the fuck is Charlie in Charlie's corner, fighting for her, fighting with her? Who is it? Even her own son defected from her and was on the overside. Who she got standing with her? I'm surprised Davis didn't call in light of this mill burning down. I'm surprised he didn't call. Anyway. How long is this season, y'all? I'm sorry. I'm so tired of being depressed by this show. I know it's things that I missed in this episode that I didn't talk about. We could talk about it down in the comment section if you feel so inclined to do so. Y'all know I appreciate y'all being here. But I think what really is bugging me about this season more than others, when bad shit happens, it's not just happening. One bad thing happening to the Bordelon family. It's bad things are happening to each individual one at the same damn time. Like we can't even, y'all can't even enjoy Nova's reunion with Calvin because of the bullshit that the book has brought about. And I say y'all because I really don't give a fuck or good goddamn about Nova and Calvin. I really don't at all. I know that she has a genuine love. It stops her breath short every time she see that man, but I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Um, but can they just have one issue at a time? Can somebody be having some real good moments that they are enjoying and living in, you know, the shining moments in all of this shit? Instead of everybody falling the fuck apart at the same damn time. Fuck, I'm starting to think that Ralph Angel is right. This fucking family is cursed. Shit. Just, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all again for y'all patience. Peace.